Hutchison from nearby Lynchburg, Virginia. Larson, the keeper, out of his box for Virginia Beach. Kevin Knott, speaking of Virginia Beach, he's from Virginia Beach. Kevin Knott. As the Mariners, patient. They play a controlled brand of soccer.
They do, but they have such explosiveness. You saw two defenders coming up to create their goal.
Oh, you mentioned that. We've seen Richard Mahoney venture forward a lot, and of course Hutchison getting involved in scoring a goal.
Rarely will Hutchison come forward, and here we go again. He seems to be taking a new lease on life.
Hutchison, the cross, that's Fenger, but Fox will get to it instead for Richmond. Now Tony Williams, a burst of speed. Virginia Beach does have numbers back. Fox is coming up to support the ball for Simmons. Here's Simmons. Greg Simmons was looking for his second of the night.
And the danger when your defenders come forward, it makes you vulnerable to the counterattack as Greg Simmons really wishes he could have another chance at that. That's going to leave Larson open. That ball is sent in. Simmons wide open with the defense exposed, misses near post. Bad mistake by Simmons. He needs to go far post with that. He had Jeffrey on the far side for rebound. He needed to bring the ball back across. I don't know if Larson could have made the save if he'd gone far post with that one.
Instead, 1-1. The score remains here 15 minutes into the match from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Richard Mahoney.
Virginia Beach is such an attack-oriented team that they do leave themselves exposed in the back, and like Lee Kalishaw said, he wants to get in behind the defense, and here is Jeffrey doing just that.
He does just that, left foot, but he was at a difficult angle. And Dan Buskey was doing a good job to ward him off. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Joe Larson. It was a nice ball there by David Testo, the left-sided midfielder.
Very well played ball. Good timing for Jeffrey, and Dan Buskey hustling back, but Jeffrey had a clear shot at it. Again, when you get in, you should be thinking far post. If you miss near post, it's going to be a goal kick. If you go far, there's a chance for a rebound, chance maybe one of your teammates getting in on the end of it.
Luzak gets up for it for Richmond. Billick, though, winning it in midfield. It's a very good job for the defensive midfield spot. Is Billick, now Hamisi Amani Dove. This portion of the match brought to you by Ucrops. David Testo. This one squibs wide. And it'll be a throw-in coming up for the Richmond Kickers. Although Virginia Beach thought that was going to go the other way. So look at Chris Fox. Tackle there by Billick. He gets called for the foul as Matt Bobo was venturing forward.
Well, that's what Billick will do. He'll sit in front of the defense and stop that initial run in the attack. He's come forward a little bit more than he usually does thus far, and it's created some chances for Richmond.
Wide to Testo. Testo now drives it across the middle. Jeffrey gets a foot on it. Coming through with the follow is Williams. Oh, what a save by Larson.
Sensational work by Larson to deny Tony Williams. I thought it was in, and Larson just coming up big. He is really having a tremendous season. What a great play. Clever ball by Testo. Dummied on through by Simmons. Jeffrey's the first chance saved by Larson. Williams another chance saved again by Larson.
Wow, 17 minutes in, corner kick. If the players thought the weather was hot, the action's been hotter. Jeffrey to take the corner kick. Jeffrey. High into the air, Luzak went up for it. Comes out of the box. Matt Bobo cannot keep it in. It'll be a throw-in coming up for Virginia Beach.
Ordinarily, I think Richmond would be very happy with the restart there to try to capitalize on that height advantage, but boy, they were denied by Larson. Just fantastic. 2 point-blank saves.
I think that's what made Testo's cross so clever. You think of the height advantage, but he kept that on the ground.
He did. And a great dummy run by Simmons to let it go through for his mate, Kevin Jeffrey. Jeffrey did well. Larson did better.
Tony Williams looking for that big target, Simmons. Instead, Dan Buskey heads it away. Fenger. Good control by Virginia Beach. Billick. Lassiter. And Lassiter is #1 in assists. in the A-League.
That's interesting. Roy Lassiter's had a reputation as being a guy who just simply wanted to score, wasn't team-oriented. I talked to Sean McDonald. He said he has been an ultimate team player. He's a captain, very unselfish. He's created a lot of opportunities for Dante Washington and Fenger and Dove coming forward from the back. Roy Lassiter having a great season. He's using the mental aspect of his game to complement his tremendous physical attributes.
We look at Steve Taylor, the referee, who has to sort out this. It really is a derby match. You get only 100 miles between these two teams, Richmond and Virginia Beach, and so important in the standings. Aguilera now on the free kick. Oh, that difficult ball. Pascal got it, but he's been tested in the air already tonight by Hutchison, but Pascal, no trouble there.
I don't think he wants to let another go in over his head and go anywhere near the Richmond bench.
Back to Steve Dambuski, Aguilera, Mahoney, and now Hutchison. Misi Amani Dove, good patient buildup by the Virginia Beach Mariners. Ball in the space for Aguilera. Getting there first is Jason Russell. Putting it upfield, Testo. Now Jeffrey. Virginia Beach, a sea of white jerseys back. Jeffrey now. Now that'll go to Larson. He had Williams way on the right flank, and that's who I think he was looking for.
Well, we mentioned the name, you mentioned, Dave, the name of Jason Russell. He's been an important playmaker for this team. He's coming back a lot in the defense now. They're going to need him to get up behind the attack because Virginia Beach is going to adjust to this counterattacking style with Simmons and Jeffrey. Gets players back. They'll need to get some more support if Richmond's going to succeed in their attacks.
Good point as Russell touches the ball again. I was just going to mention, we've not mentioned his name. He's the attacking midfielder, but Richmond's been able to use the flanks in their attack so far.
They have done that, and one of the things they've done is they made an adjustment. Matt Bobo is essentially a fifth defender, marking Dante Washington man-to-man. Sign of the respect that Lee Calishaw has for Dante Washington.
With good reason, Washington with 18 points and 8 goals on the season for the Virginia Beach Mariners. We look at Ronnie Pascal, the goalkeeper for the Richmond Kickers. Thunders it upfield. And the Kickers with that height advantage. A foul from behind, a free kick coming up for the Kickers. But Simmons, you're going to boot a ball in the air, he's going to control it 9 times out of 10.
Very, very good touch on the ball, and Mahoney makes the foul. Richmond not even trying to use the midfield, getting it forward as quick as they can. As we pointed out early on, they want to get the ball behind the defense, and with the speed of Simmons and Jeffrey, they're going to be able to do so.
Simmons and Jeffrey over the ball. Simmons more so. You see Jeffrey behind Simmons in your picture.
Once again, one of these restarts that they feel are very important.
Oh, Greg Simmons with an ambitious offering, but not too far off the mark.
I thought that ball was touched by Larson. Apparently, Steve Taylor disagrees with me, and the player's just accepting it. Looked to me like that ball was deflected over the top by Larson that time.
No, as I said, it wasn't much off the mark. Now coming out just to the edge is Pascal, as Dante Washington was pursuing right down that middle channel for Virginia Beach.
Dante Washington, so clever. He just has so much experience on the national team level and MLS in the A-League. It's very dangerous.
Look out, Simmons nudges his way into the box, but Larson comes up with it again. Greg Simmons for Richmond and Russell Hutchison for Virginia Beach. Our goal scorers so far is only 22 minutes into the match.
Virginia Beach plays a flat back four, and that can be really dangerous against forwards with pace such as Kevin Jeffries and Greg Simmons.
Aguilera. Wide to Misi Amani Dove. Stockton marking for Richmond. Stockton getting help from Testo, and the challenge there by Stockton, a goal kick. Misi Amani Dove, I think, wanted some kind of foul.
Might have been a foul, but that's really good defending by Kari Stockton. He kept forcing Amani Dove wide and onto his right foot. Dove likes to get the ball wide and attack, driving the ball into the center to open things up in front of the goal. He's not as effective going outside. Stockton plays him that way. He does get there first. Dove falls over him after Stockton has played the ball.
Again, Richmond in the red, Virginia Beach in the white. Two intense Southeast Division rivals in the A-League of United Soccer Leagues. Throw-in coming up for Virginia Beach. Good look at the goal scorer, Russell Hutchison. Cleared at the back by Peter Luzak. In fact, comes near our broadcast position. It'll be another throw-in coming up.
Peter Luzak's a very, very athletic player. He was a forward when he started his career at Richmond University, then moved into the back. That's where he's been as a professional. Very strong, very athletic. He'll come forward on restarts. He's excellent in the air.
Hutchison on the throw-in. Dante Washington gets ahead on it. Fox now for Richmond. Jacob Fenger, though, giving chase. Fenger trying to get through traffic. Jason Russell sweeps it away at the back. Support now from Kevin Knott. He sends it to the box. Luzak, the header. Now getting onto it, battling as Greg Simmons with Richard Mahoney just nipping at his heels. He quickly switches the point of attack to David Testo. Testo looking for Jeffrey. Dan Buskey had that read, and now the counter, Aguilera. Dante Washington. Washington weaving through traffic, too much Richmond traffic. Virginia Beach, though, again, Hamisi Amani Dove. Fenger, Tony Williams digs in, but Fenger comes forward. Fenger now rifles it with the right foot, but a save.
Good job. Fenger can sting the ball with his right foot, but if he gets it on his left, that's where he's really dangerous. Unlike Amani Dove, Fenger likes to work out wide, get in crosses, or take a shot with that powerful left foot of his.
Ronnie Pascal, the goal kick, 25 minutes in. Fairly good pace for a game under such hot weather conditions. This portion of the match brought to you by Arby's. Just about to say that the sun may have gone down, but I don't think it's gotten any cooler.
Oh, it hasn't. And Arby's, once they heat those sodas up with those good roast beef sandwiches.
Good ball for Kevin Jeffrey. Jeffrey getting behind Mahoney, if only for a moment. Jeffrey now dancing on the ball. Virginia Beach getting their defense sorted out. Matt Bobo now steps up. Stockton from his left back position. Stockton now gets stuffed out there by Billick. We have a Navy fighter jet flying overhead. Is this very much a Navy town, the Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area. And just a sign of the strength of this nation that allows us to play games like this as that fighter jet goes off into the horizon.
Dave, you speak about fighters, a fighter out in this field, we mentioned before, Jeff Billick, the defensive midfielder for Virginia Beach. He has started holding in the defense, and he's shutting down any kind of attack out of the midfield, in a way forcing Richmond to play counter-attacking style. The defense, after that first goal by Jeffrey, has adjusted very well to the Richmond counter-attacking approach.
Pascal's been setting a lot of long balls right up the middle for the kickers like that one, but now the kickers, Fox dealing with Jacob Fenger. Fenger battling with Chris Fox. Dante Washington helping out. We've got a foul and a free kick for Virginia Beach. A quick restart. Billick comes up, and he forced Pascal to give it a look.
Good quick restart there. Pascal very much in position for that, but Jeff Billick just works so hard. He reminds me very much of Richie Williams, who's had an outstanding career in MLS. Jeff Billick cut out of the same mold. Once again, hard work by Fenger, and Dante Washington gets around there. Very strong in the tackle. His quick restart leads to Billick's chance.
1-1 our score, 27 minutes in. Pascal get thunderous up the middle. Russell got a head on it. Now Jeffrey gets up for it. Hamisi Amani Dove trapping it, trying to come up with a flank. He was dealing with David Testo. And perhaps you can hear the fighter jets continue to fly overhead the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Russell to Simmons. If you can't hear it, you might want to check your television. Now Virginia Beach. Kevin Knott venturing forward, but the attack snuffed out. Now the kickers, again, Jeffrey gets behind the defense. Jeffrey now. Jeffrey drives it across. And there was Simmons at the 6.
What great work by the former VCU star, Kevin Jeffrey. Again, even though Virginia Beach is well aware of his pace, they're having trouble containing him. They may not need to get the support as Richmond. They're just relying on Jeffrey and Simmons, and they're doing quite a good job.
And we've got a foul on Peter Luzak. That's one way to slow down Roy Lassiter. Dumped to the ground. It'll be a free kick coming up for Virginia Beach. Put it the finger on the left side. Now Dante Washington, he sprayed it out wide. I think he was expecting Finger to come down that left flank.
Did a little lack of communication there, and usually that's what Finger will do. He'll try to get down in the left flank box where he's especially dangerous.
Exciting match here from Virginia Beach. And, well, I think we said in the broadcast we would expect intensity, and we've gotten that. And really kind of perhaps the nerves of a derby match, if you will, because 2 early goals scored.
Well, I think both defenses now realize they cannot make the slightest mistake because both teams attack with tremendous speed, going aggressively into the final third.
Like Finger right now. Back to Kevin Knott. Billick now. Wide to Hutchison. Hutchison given some space. Again sends it in. And the header by Dante Washington. It's in the net. It's in the net. It's in the net. Goal, Virginia Beach.
And nothing Ronnie Pascal could do about that goal by Dante Washington. But what a ball by Hutchinson. He comes forward on the right side as he's been doing consistently today, getting in the cross. And Dante Washington, the savvy pro that he is, what he does is he gradually distances himself from Bobo. Here is Hutchinson coming down, edge of the box, clips it, and watch Washington fade away from his mark, and he's not going to miss that chance, driving the ball back across the far post. Beautiful.